What is going on? When? I have a feeling that I am either glitching or disconnecting. I've been saying how great our internet is. We have had a few days where our internet's dropped all of a sudden. And I don't know why. Okay, Google. Open Twitch. Well, that was fun. So, my internet's a jerk. I just finished praising how reliable our internet is, and oh, it's so good. We don't have problems. And then my entire stream freezes, including the game. That was ridiculous. Grr. I wondered why my pet was suddenly not behaving and not killing the mobs or going where I told him to. What a jerk. Hopefully, we're back to fine now. Ah! No, don't attack me right now. I'm trying to make sure everything's running on my stream. Stop it. Guys, stop hitting my face. Pet back. Pet attack. Come play with this guy instead. Thanks, Winston. Is anyone having issues with my stream now? Everything's dead? No. Aqua Dervish, where are you? It's not ideal for streaming, and it rarely happens, but when it does... I'm very fortunate to have data on my phone, so at least... Worst case. That's my face, you big jerk. I can log into my chat. Now, just attack him. There we go. Okay. So frustrating. Oh, hello, Sentinel. There we go. Stars in their multitudes, scarce to be counted. I don't know why I have random The Les Mis song in my head. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's seems to have straightened itself out. I don't need the stress today. Don't do it. I will say, though, I'm very, very proud of myself. Speaking up for myself, standing up for myself, being assertive is not one of my finer qualities. I find it very, very difficult to advocate for my own needs, issues, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm really loudmouthed when it comes to everybody else's stuff, but not so much my own. So I was really stressed about having to go to the doctor and being like, look, I can't afford these medications. We need to figure something out. Because my doctor also is not necessarily the most compassionate fellow. Why do I still have... He's dead. He must just be a glitch. Okay. So where is this bone crafter that is after me? Alright, you know what? Let's do the hosts. I'm disconnecting again, aren't I? Oh, okay, no, maybe not. Hey, Ergo. Yes, I am in the grounds. I am level 111. I'm just farming some platinum to try to get a new Krono for before my premium count goes down. Oh, nice! Oh man, I love me a Beast Lord. Okay, so I just have to remember that that is a glitched friend. So yeah, so I was very forthright. I went in and was no nonsense, and it went really, really well. I don't wanna die. Don't wanna die. Keep hitting my friends with your big sticks. Help keep me alive. Alright. You guys go there. Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness. They're the most adorable little things. Pet attack, swarm attack. Get them. Yes, I believe I'm a 111. I am 34% into 111. Woohoo! I am very much enjoying this server. It's quite nice. So I'm mostly playing on Swarm Attack. I split my time between Firiona Vie, which is where my main, this girl's my main, is, and Mischief, which I have. It's a time lock progression, and I have a little girl there. And then I also have my OG account, or my OG server, which is 7th to Nair. And I have an 87 mage and a bunch of other guys that I play on sometimes. But the server is not as populated. And right now I'm really trying to keep my premium account up and running. So I'm over here trying to earn enough for a Krono. It's amazing to me the different pricing on the different the economies on the different servers. Because here on Firiona Vie, last I saw, people were charging 5.3 million, so that's kind of where I'm aiming for. On Mischief, it's 370,000 platinum. But when you're, you know, level 17, that's not really happening. And I couldn't even get an answer over on the 7th Hammer. I asked to see if anybody had a price check, but no. I see you, you troublesome snake. Where are you? popped up on my target. Weird. So weird. But currently, I'm just over 3 million, I think. So I need 2.3 million in like 3 days-ish. So, yeah, it's very exciting to see where this is going to go. Pet attack, swan attack. As I said, I've been averaging just in loot before... Hi, guys. Before I hit the auction house, the bazaar, about 50k per session here, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's not bad. And then once you sell off all of the gear and such, and so far I haven't found any place else that the drop rates on gems and stuff are quite as quick. I went over to Resplendent Temple, but there were a bunch of people there, so I came back here. And, I mean, I could handle higher level places, but am I going to be able to kill as quickly for what the loot might be? I don't think so. A garden bixie? What is going on? There is something weird going on. There are no garden bixies in this zone. I am getting random things pop up on my target window. Garden bixie. What is going on? It's not even in this zone. Whoa! Whoa, whoa. Check. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is so weird. I'm going in and out of combat with a mob that isn't even in this zone. This is so weird. Yeah, that makes sense. I find it much more intensive, focus-driven, less relaxing to 2 box than I do just 1. So I can imagine it would be even more so with more than that. It's so weird. I keep getting a rot dog. That's in the other zone. I think we have some strange activity going on. So odd. Apparently, also by the looks of things on my where I can see my on-stream. Hi, Salem. It looks like I have a bit of a lag between what I am saying and what you guys are getting. So this is really weird. And Salem's awake. What time? Alright, I still got a bit of time left, too. Oh, say. I know, buddy. It's hard. I feel ya. I know, old man. I know. Alright, give me a second. Do you want some help down? My poor old cat. Come here, bub. Come here, sweetie. Oh, big boy. There you go. On to bed. And let's give you a few treats. Yeah. It's so hard to be a kitty cat, isn't it? Get out of the way. Back up. There you go. Enjoy. All right. My poor old guy. Okay. This is just freaking me out. I've never seen anything like this. Let me know if anybody else has experienced this kind of bizarre. Am I disconnecting again? No. Really? Garden Bixby is listed as a grounds mob. Interesting. I've never seen one here, and there isn't one anywhere near me. No, oh my gosh. I love your name. Neil Patrick Hairless. That is fantastic. No, I'm not two boxing. I'm soloing right now. Just me and my little friend here. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, I could see if I was grouped with somebody someplace else. I wonder if it's... Okay, so Rend is on that side of the ground. So maybe I'm just randomly picking up targets from another group. I don't know, man. This is so strange. Thank you, Cargon, for helping with the replies. Apparently, I'm having some latency between what I'm saying in stream and what you guys are getting. So maybe it has something to do with that little internet blurb we had. Is that bench honestly blocking my spell casting? Yes, really? Everquest, I love you so much. Oh my god. Yes, I am talking about two boxing at some point. I have a second account. Rude. Wasps are jerks. Just saying. Bone Golem. Alright. Excuse me while I reach out my hand. Trying. Oh no, Salem, stop. Trying to get some water. Oh, much better. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this Garden Sentinel. Because blue diamonds. That, Neil, I think that's my problem too. I find that I have a lot of issues with that kind of thing. I don't think my ADHD is a big fan. I have similar troubles. Why am I not... Alright, you get him. I have similar issues with things like when I'm playing by myself and watching stuff. I get distracted super easily. Much less so when I'm just focused on what I'm doing. And it's one of those things, no matter how you try, you can never 100% be like yourself, the self that you are when nobody else is around, especially on stream. I try really hard to be genuine as much as I am consciously able to. But because of my ADHD, I certainly come across as a much worse gamer in any game I play than I am when I'm actually all by myself, because I have to split my attention between what I'm doing and conversing. And I know there are a lot of streamers that... Where are you going? Go. That kind of just play and they don't engage with the chat so much. They don't talk about anything. It's just not me. I'm a bit of a prattler. Part of the reason I loved playing Magic the Gathering, I think, because it was a very hyper-focused. Felt really good because just for that time when I'm playing a game, I could hyper-focus on what I was doing. Alright. Yeah, I've been playing a mage as a main for as long as I've been playing the game, which is, again, longer than I care to admit to. And I do find that if I'm not careful, I get verily smoted. There's a lot to kind of keep your eye on. It really helps having mercenaries now, because I don't have to worry so much about keeping up on the healing, which is why this has been actually really fun, because I'm not running a healer. I don't really need one, but if I'm not careful, I still die. So, boxing is a lot easier if you set your tunes to have similar functions on the same hotkey spot. Yeah, there's the other thing that I thought was just me being a bit of a dipstick. It turns out it's actually an extension of my neurodiversity and the way my brain works. I've never set up hotkeys because I assumed it was I feel really overwhelmed. Unless somebody's sitting with me and I'm learning how to do it that way. If I can't figure it out quickly on my own, I get overwhelmed. And so it's not something I ever bothered to try to do until one day it just clicked in my head. And so that is something that over the next month I'm going to be working on doing for my little Ginny Jin here and setting up some hotkeys. So I'm much more or less click, 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 so that I can one click and it does a whole series of spells. And I don't know why I've been so reluctant to do it. It just seems overwhelming, but... Cargon, that makes a lot of sense. When you switch your windows, your cursor's either on the right spot or close to it. Yes, I have noticed that with just the simple little things I've been doing 2-boxing. I did 2-box World of Warcraft for a while because it was obviously much easier to do that with. And that's exactly what I did. I kept everything fairly similar and close so that less movement of the hand. When I talk about Krono. Look. Stop hitting my face. Swarm attack. There you go. Oh, wow. Day 1, 1999. Holy jeez. That's amazing. I have never played a warrior. I have a level 60-something warrior on my account that is my brother's. That was his character, but he has his own account now. And I just can't get rid of Zenlore because I keep thinking one day I'll play him. And I have played a pally to about level 20, and I really enjoyed it. I missed the spell casting. I think my brain is the reason why I've played the characters that I have. I like to either have a lot to do. So I played a healer a lot in WoW because it forced me to be hyper-focused and pay attention. Or a pet class, Hunter Ranger, in Everquest, or in World of Warcraft. Mage over here. Because it's a little more forgiving when my mind wanders a little bit. Oh, wow. You guys have been playing for a while. I am also a clicker. I always have been. I played World of Warcraft the same way. I am not a big fan of change. I'm gonna give it a try. At least for, say, maybe setting up my pull. So, Winston. Winston. Oh, there you are. I would like to be able to go get him. To, especially in a group, hit hotkey and it malaises and sends out my little guy and whatever. But I'll have to wait and see. I definitely think I want to do that for my enchanter if I 2-box. Put the whole, the debuffs and all of that on a hotkey so it's a lot easier. But I'm not there yet. Maybe by the time I'm ready to do that sort of thing, we'll be out of lockdown and I can get Pounce to come over and show me how to do it. Because he does it with his Thailand. Oh, Salem, I love you, but you're a giant pain in my butt. Oh. So, for those of you who are new, because I see there are some new people in the stream, that is my Maine Coon, Salem. He is old. He is the biggest lovey-dovey. He loves everyone. All he wants is attention all of the time, but he is very, very old. And he's getting very demanding, and he's also stone deaf. And so when I don't pay attention to him when he's meowing at me, he thinks I'm not hearing him. And so he screams louder. What he wants right now is whatever, treats. But I'm almost out of treats, and we don't have more money for more treats for a while. So you're not getting them, my friend. Or attention, which he will get as soon as I'm off stream. He was on my lap up till the start of my stream. So don't ever let him tell you that he doesn't get treated like the absolute giant baby that he is. I think that's probably going to be where I wind up, is kind of hybrid. A few hotkeys for certain things. I mean, I have one hotkey, which is levitate and invis. I've put it on one key so that when Nick and I were going places, we just clicked it and go. But yeah, hybrid sounds really good to me. I used to get lots of comments, less so in Everquest, because I think there's a lot more clickers. Oh yeah, we can totally go in Discord, which, by the way, for anybody new to the stream, we have a Discord and everyone's welcome to come join. I don't get as many comments in Everquest. Salem, oh, you sad little man. But I used to get a lot of negative comments about not having everything hotkeyed and not min-maxing everything, and you're not a real gamer if you don't do it that way. But I think there's a lot of us that came up not hotkeying in this game, and so I get it less here. The most negative comments that I get here are, "You're still playing that game?" So that's okay. Because yes I am. I play a lot of games. That's my problem, is I have over 13 or 1400 games in my Steam library. And so many games, not enough time. Hey. And yes, I will definitely take you up on your help, Cargon. I will, once I figure out what I'm doing, I will poke at you and get some advice. Oh, hi, Mr. Wasp. I think Salem has given up. There you go. Oh, so I think the problem with the chat not being in sync with the chat that you guys are typing into is I think I'm having a latency problem, because you just sent that message to me now that I'm seeing it, and you're probably not going to get it for a few minutes. I think it all goes back to the little bit of the internet issues that I was having a little bit ago. So hopefully, it's not usually a thing. I don't usually have latency issues anymore, so hopefully it's just a one-off. But that's why I really appreciate you responding to comments in the chat, because my voice isn't getting there quickly enough. Yes, those people are asses. You have a cat named Sylvanus? Oh, I love it. I love it. Aha. Veladin, welcome. Yes, I agree. AA grinding. It is amazing and horrible in equal measure. And yeah, I'm surprised, not surprised at the same time, and deeply, deeply delighted at how active the community still is. When I started looking at doing more serious streaming, and I've been looking at doing some lore videos and news videos and that kind of thing, I popped over to the Reddit page, and it's quite active. Kind of digging it. It makes me very happy. And the community is just much nicer than any other game that I've played so far, which is pretty cool. So my cat is part Maine Coon as well. Neil, he is part Maine Coon, part probably domestic Longhair. It doesn't stop him from being a giant cat. He's less so now. He's starting to wind down, and he has been my fur child for the last almost 15 years, and it's incredibly painful. So we're just trying to make every day the best day. So I also have I have other cats. So very, very quick update to anybody who hasn't been here before. I am a giant animal sucker. I cannot say no. I moved back in with my parents to help them out a couple of years ago. They were having some issues, and still here, still, with COVID and everything. We are a multi-generational household, and it's awesome. My mom is amazing. We lost my dad last year, but great parents, so I'm very lucky. So I brought Salem to the house, and she had Willow, who is 2 years younger than Salem, but they are biological half-siblings. And then we've been talking about fostering for a long time. And then a friend of mine who has a farm last year came across two, what she thought were very young kittens on her property who were feral. And it was coming winter, and the coyotes were starting to look for food. And so we agreed, all right, well, instead of fostering, we'll take these two kittens in, and we'll see what we can do with them. At least they'll be warm and safe. Well, they were older than we thought, and Mama was pregnant. So last May 13th, we had 6 kittens. And we decided we couldn't let go 3 of them. And I had to give up my Simon, who I had bonded with just before Christmas, because he came down with a very, very bad illness, and it was sudden, and we couldn't afford the vet care for what they wanted for the surgeries, but they agreed that if we surrendered him to them, they would save his life and then adopt him out, which still sucks, but he is alive and living a happy life somewhere, which makes me super happy. So we still have, that's a very, very, very long story to say. We have 6 of the little monsters and a dog, a big old black lab cross named Molly, who loves the world. Go get him. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. There is definitely an older age demographic in Everquest than a lot of games. Who just hit me with... Oh, you. Well, I was going to kill you anyway, so... Ha! Screw you, hippie. I do occasionally see the odd younger teenager, but usually because their parents played. But yeah, it makes it kind of nice because you don't get the rampant trolling that you get. I used to do the Twitch sings every once a week or twice a week, so I could get out and sing. And different demographic of people, I tell you. Agreed. At the end of the day, family's what you have. And my parents were always the parents in the neighborhood that took in all the stray kids. We are very active in community theater. There were always 8,000 kids in the house, and my parents helped raise more than just their 2 kids. So there was absolutely no other... When my mom said, you know, our boarder's going to move out all of a sudden, and we don't know what we're going to do to pay the mortgage, because I just don't know how we're going to make it. So my partner and I were like, okay, well, I guess we're coming home. We can either pay rent for our apartment here in London, Ontario, or we can move back home to where I live north of Toronto with my family and pay them rent. So, you know, it's worked out really well. To be honest, I am so incredibly grateful that we had the opportunity to do this, knowing what 2020 and onward would bring, because it meant that we were home for COVID and we were here for the lockdown. So I'm with my family and able to help out mom and such. So in all, it's worked out amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, we get on each other's nerves. It's not that big a house, but definitely worth it. Now, if I could just get somebody to hire me as a personal assistant or admin or, you know, remote, that kind of thing, life would be perfect. I just set up a thing on Fiverr because Fiverr's a thing. So, you know, maybe that will help. Miley. Aw, that's so sweet. When we got Molly, her name, we went to get her from the pound, and she was named Maisie. And I say we, but it was my parents. After we lost our last family dog, who was a Rottweiler, we'd always had really big dogs. All gentle giants, just sweet as pie. My parents decided it was just them, and they wanted to get a slightly smaller dog, like, you know, medium size. Went to our local pound, saw this beautiful dog who they said was probably 8 months old. She wasn't going to get any bigger. And she had little polka dotty spotty feet, and she was so cute. And my parents thought, perfect. She's the perfect size. Well, it turned out she was probably more like 4 months old. And she's now 85 pounds. And they couldn't be happier. Or my mom couldn't be happier. She's just such a big sweetheart. It's great, though, that you have a game that your family plays with you. I think that's so cool. It's like with me and my mom and Step with certain TV shows we watch together. We also play board games together, which is super fun. It's just nice to have something in common. Many years ago, when I was music directing a lot of musical theater, we were doing Oliver, and I was playing Nancy, and I was also music director. And I had a part that we hadn't been able to cast. And so the director had said to me, your dad was in a band in high school, right? I was like, yeah. Would he want to play the part? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. My dad's never been on stage. I can't imagine him wanting to do that. But I asked, and I was like, Daddy. And then 10 years later, my dad was president of our local drama theater group. So, yeah. And his favorite part that he ever got to do, he directed and he played in a stage production of Harvey. And hanging up on my wall is a 4x4 foot portrait, an oil painting of my dad in the part with Harvey over his shoulder. It was part of the set, and we had somebody paint it, and it was given to us at the end, so I have it still hanging on my portrait on my staircase, and every time I come down to go to bed, I'm like, good night, Dad. So, theater, so good. All right, what time is it? It's almost dinner time. That's the other cool thing is growing up, my family was always very much everybody at the table for dinner. We always have family dinners. And when I was just me and my partner, I mean, we ate together, obviously, but we sometimes ate at 8. We're sometimes still trying to figure out dinner at 9:30 at night. But here, dinner's at 5. Mom wants her dinner at 5, so we take turns cooking, and that works out. Aw, I love hearing when parents have their kids playing with them. I started my nephew playing Magic the Gathering with me when he was about 5. And he didn't necessarily really understand it at first, but he just bought his first constructed decks. It's so fun. Oh, that's amazing, Neil. Aww. I love that we have a game that has lasted this long and it's multi-generational. It's so awesome. I think this is the thing that a lot of younger gamers don't they don't quite get that part of it. And I mean, the bottom line for me is, as I said, I'm doing a video for my channel, 10 things I should have learned by now, and I just learned. Because this game, man, there's so much you miss. Like, you think I'd be better and more, and I would be quicker at redirecting my pet. But not so much. That's okay. Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance, neath the color of October skies. Alright, so I'm gonna go check in the mausoleum one more time. Aww, that's so sweet. I freaking love kids. I have nephews and a niece. Unfortunately, I can't have kids, which is a whole other thing, and it makes me sad. But I have awesome nieces and nephews, and I do musical theater with kids, and you know, adopted kids like that are the best because you do all the fun stuff with them and then you give them back. I would imagine the same is true with being grandparents. That must be part of the fun. Alright, so we're going to clear out the mausoleum one more time. Assuming they're back up again. I don't remember when I last went in there. I'm too busy chatting. Oh yeah, they're back up. Okay. Then I'm going to head for dinner because I'm hungry. Okay, so come on, friends. We were so smart, speaking of dinner. I knew this was going to be a stressful day. And last week, I had pre-cooked some spaghetti and put it in the freezer. And my mom makes homemade spaghetti sauce. So we pulled out a tub of that this morning. And all we need to do is drop the cooked pasta into hot water for a minute or two and heat the microwave the sauce. I love when I have those genius days. You're older than Dirt. I'm only the same age as Dirt. Oh, you guys are funny. Okay, so let's, you know what we're going to do? While I wrap things up, let's just go have a look at just selling the gems and see where we lie. I say, what a pretty boy. So I should be back tomorrow. If I'm feeling up to it, I might be back later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. So you guard. Come off the mount. I hate extraneous things getting in my way. And for some reason, I always have to go to the very same guy every darn time. And that's Maribel. He's my guy. He's my dude. All right. So we're going to sell gems. What is that? Totem of the Scarecrow. Ooh. That's really cool. All right. I will barter sell other stuff later. But let's see what we get here. All right. I mean, I have to vendor sell all of this stuff still, too. No, don't sell the dream dust like that. Anything else? These guys. So 39,000 platinum just from the gems, mostly. So I still have to barter sell all the other stuff, vendor sell the rest, and then put the other things up on the auction house. So let's go have a look. All right. So, banker. You close. Open. So, I keep 10 grand here for when I go out with Ginny and work on her leveling so that I have money to pay for my mercenary. So, everything else goes in here. So, 3.2 million. I'm getting there. It's not bad. And we'll see what happens when I put my banker on tonight. Or my auctioneer on tonight. Woohoo! Alright, so, it's been fun. I really appreciate you guys chit-chatting. It's always nice to meet new people. I am here several times a week. I do not have a definitive schedule as of yet due to lockdowns and unlockdowns and all of the craziness. But I have a Discord, and you can always send me a message on Discord or through Twitch. I love to chit-chat with people. If you want to help out the channel, there are places you can do that. There is extra content over on OnlyFans and Patreon. There is an Amazon list, you know, for things like cat treats and cat toys, as well as my PayPal if anybody feels like they want to help out with meds and stuff like that. Feel free. Never feel obligated. Never. People need to take care of themselves first. But for the couple of people who have asked, it's all there. Also, if you are into speculative fiction, I have released my very first novel. It's over on Amazon. It's called Siren. My name is Tamara Ward, and you can find it over there. So, until next time, thank you so much for chatting. You guys are the best. And take care of yourselves and be kind to one another. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye, guys. Off to have dinner.